The greatest thing I've ever done in the last few years especially, and especially since 2020, is barely trust anyone anymore. When you take the time out of your day, your life, to genuinely assess what people have done to you, what they've promised and said, forget over the last few years, just do the last month, it'll blow your frickin' mind. And that's exactly what this video is all about. We're going to explain in greater detail why I've come to this conclusion and why you should realistically do the same. Because ideally you want a no bullshit life. And if you're really serious about living a no bullshit life, having peace and success, then connect with like-minded people who think and act the same through my community, the No Bullshit Society. Join now, the link is in the description and pinned comment down below. So, for me to get to this conclusion must mean that I've been screwed over, right? Well, yeah, badly. Now, are all people the same? No, they're not. Let's not overly exaggerate and generalize about the entire global population. However, let's look at our world, our family, our friendship group, our workplace, and so on. Like I said, take the rose-tinted glasses off and let's look at what people have said, done to us, promised us, how they've abandoned us, how they've let us down, and so much more. This is not being negative. If anything, this is really constructive. This is really powerful. This is really important. Because by blindly trusting people, by setting yourself out into the world and, assuming sunshine and rainbows, you're going to get screwed over, my friend. And a great example, regardless of your beliefs, is of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was effectively a very good man and did good and was the Son of God. And yet he still got betrayed, crucified, murdered, and villainized. So even someone who could do no wrong, someone who only brought good into this world, was taken away and villainized by society and people, whether you believe or not, or whatever you believe. It's a frightening analogy. So what does that tell us? It tells you the following. It doesn't matter how kind you are. That's so foolish. It doesn't matter how good you are. And it doesn't matter especially what you give and even not expect anything back. The harsh reality is you trust the wrong people. They're a Judas. They're going to stab you in the back, crucify you, and feed you to the wolves. Where this really comes hard hitting is when we trust those nearest and dearest to us. We put these societal labels on people. That's my dad. That's my mum. Biologically, but also as a person. That's my aunt, uncle. That's my cousin. That's my best of friends. That's my ride or die. That's my love of my life, etc. Now with these labels, what do? We naturally become vulnerable, open, loving, and trusting. When someone has also gone through a lot of abandonment issues, a shitload of trauma and betrayal and so on, to earn that trust again is like winning a gold medal in the Olympics. It's a big freaking deal for someone like that to turn around and say, I trust you. I love you. I open myself up to you. I want to be with you. I want to work with you. I want to start a business. I will lend you money, etc. Now, the past few years since 2020, exposed a lot of fake toxic people. And in a very simple term, this is exactly what happened. The entitled, narcissistic, abusive people said the following: well, I've had my time taken away from me by being locked down. I need to make up for lost time. I've got it worse than you. I'm the victim. Everyone else is the problem. With a stronger filter on their side to being even more selfish and destructive than they were, say, before 2020, it has opened up the floodgates to abuse, disrespect, neglect, scamming, cheating, and so much more. So if we go out into the world now and we openly, blindly, foolishly trust everyone, no, the world is great, let's all skip off into the horizon, you're gonna get burnt. You're gonna get screwed over. You're gonna have your money stolen. You're going to get cheated on. You're going to have your heart broken. Now, it's not just the individuals, like I said, who have said, well, I need to make up for lost time, I need to do X, Y, and Z. Because what's happened is a trickle-down effect. When a certain idiot or entitled person does something abusive and gets away with it, or worse, social media or communities gaslight them and just let them get away with it, the trickle-down effect is others will look at that and say, hey, they cheated on their wife. Oh, why don't I cheat on my wife? Seriously, this is how bad it is. Hey, why did they get a lot of money? I want to get a lot of money. I'm entitled to money. I'm going to go find my way to get money. Maybe I can steal inheritance. Hey, I don't get attention, but they get a shitload of attention. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and gain and gather as much attention as possible. And through the trickle-down effect, other people see it. Other people see it. It goes down and down and down. Spreads virtually thanks to social media and so on. And suddenly, more and more people are more selfish. They're more entitled. They're more narcissistic. They're more abusive. And they do all of these things without a conscience. Now, if you're watching this video and you made it this far and you've been watching me for a while, you've got a conscience. You have empathy. You hurt. You think and feel for others. You relate to others. You try to put yourself in their shoes and so on. And that's what makes you different. You're a deep person. But these morons are like ostriches with their heads in the sand. They're zombies. They're robots. It's callous now. What would break your heart to hear, oh my God, they've stolen money, oh my God, they've abused someone, whatever like that. To them, it's like literally spilling a glass of milk. It's no big deal. And then they'll gaslight themselves and gaslight you to say, you need to get over it. It's not a big deal. It's not that deep. Get over yourself. The reason why you lack connection and feel so alone and resonate with videos like this especially is because it's not right. And we're not here to go and tell everyone that, you know, how to behave. That's finished now. We can't do that. We can't change people. We can't do that either. We can't also wallow in self-pity and feel miserable and say, well, this is the state of the world. The best thing you can do as your no bullshit coach here is to accept it as a fact. These people are not trustworthy for your emotions, for your finances, your vulnerability, for a relationship, and even to remain in close contact as a family. As hard-hitting, brutal, and sad as that is, it's the truth. Because all you're going to do is set yourself up with these people. And by the way, I'm not talking about all people. You know the people. If they've crossed that line, you sure as hell can guarantee they're going to do it again. No amount of forgiveness will ever change that. If they made you feel less than, made you feel insecure, if every single word coming out of my mouth is triggering you right now, good. Because you know exactly who I'm talking about and why. The best thing you can do is one of two things. You keep them at arm's length, but never go deep never trustworthy, and never, never, ever as close and as deep as previously. Your relationship has changed now. These people are unhinged. They're unpredictable. So the boundary needs to put in place. You can socialize with others present. You can talk via text or email. That's it. Anything deeper, anything more, you don't go there. Or, if it's too far gone, if you're too hurt, if they've really, really broken your trust, the sad reality is no amount of time or good faith will ever repair it. You need to write it off, my friend. It's over. And that's sad because there were memories there. You grew up together. You get triggered by songs and places and smells and scents of situations, but it's over. Because all that does is keep you stuck, keep you trapped for more abuse, more neglect, and more betrayal. The greatest thing you can do is start putting trust into yourself. And the best way to do that is to trust your instinct. Your instinct is always there, telling you about things, reading vibes, and you've been gaslighted to believe that you're overly sensitive or you're incorrect. It's a bit of a fight or flight mode, but if you walk into a room and your energy's drained, something feels off. You feel uncomfortable. You can't say how you really are, can't be yourself. Then you cannot trust that person. I don't give a shit who they are or what they meant to you. And trust yourself, listen to yourself, become in tune with your inner voice, your guidance, and say, I need to be away from this person. In fact, I need to be away from lots of people and think about who I really am. I need to learn my truth and become unapologetically who I really am. And when you do that, and you embrace that, you don't have tolerance for bullshit. Just the other day, this woman that works with me for coaching said, now I just don't have time for it. And everyone sees me differently. But I don't trust them. I keep my cards close to my chest. I work on myself and I trust myself. And it's the most confident I've ever been in my life. And it's thanks to your videos, she said. And seeing through the bullshit. Now, if you want to really dig deeper and actually connect with people who think like me, think like you, don't make you feel like a scapegoat. Don't make you feel like a loser. Happy to go deep, happy to share their vulnerabilities. Then you really need to join the No Bullshit Society. There is no community on the internet like this. This is unique, special, and one of a kind. There's weekly calls with me, there's loads of content, and even more raw videos where I go even harder on these topics. And everyone's supportive and amazing and bands together. So, click the link in the description and pin comment down below so you can join today and stop living a life of bullshit. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this video. I don't care. People call me negative. Look at the comments down below. Look at those people because they're your shining example of those who are not to be trusted. Because I'm calling them out. And it's about bloody time I did so. You don't need to call them out. Keep it respectful, but just let it remind you that this is the truth.
Are you sick and tired of feeling stuck in life or being weighed down by endless struggles? Maybe you're exhausted from being walked all over, or tired of never having boundaries, or not saying no, walking away, or stuck in toxic cycles and situations. Well, imagine breaking free from all of that, feeling powerful and totally in control of your life. When you work with me, there's no BS, no fluff, just real, personal transformation. Now, you've seen my journey on YouTube about the power of walking away from the wrong people, overcoming addiction, handling grief, empowering myself from being rock bottom. But this isn't about me. This is not my story. This is your story. Imagine having a life on your terms, having a healthier, better relationship, being able to overcome your struggles and actually be at peace and taste happiness, maybe for the first time ever in your life. Now, other coaches fail when it comes to getting real results because they offer you generic advice that is not catered to you. It's a one-size-fits-all program and it's a load of BS. But I'm different. I listen to you. I take notes. I ask the deep questions and personalize and cater to your needs to take you from where you are now to where you truly want to be. And it's a lot easier and simpler than you think. So here's what I want you to do. If you are genuinely serious about change and personal transformation, book a free discovery call right now down below. And also check out the testimonials from real people and real success stories of men and even women who've turned their lives around thanks to me. There are only limited spots available, to take advantage of this now. And it's only for serious people who are serious about change. So let's not delay. Let's not keep you where you are now, stuck in the same cycles, the same routines for another year. Let's work together and break free together and live life finally on your terms.